Welcome to stage 2. So if you did stage 1, you know pretty much how it goes. I'm going to run through the set fully, working through all the splits. Feel free to print this session if you want below, or just simply have me direct you through the whole session, and I will throw up your gearing, your perceived gearing, your cadence, perceived cadence, and your intensity, and that'll pop up on the screen right here as we go. Pretty simple, guys. If you want to follow along with me and the splits, I'm going to start my stopwatch and this set in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start your engines, go. Alright, so I want to gear 5. So gear 5, nice and simple. Alright, so as we said in gear 1 there, gear 5 is a purchase on your legs that you can hold seemingly all day. Very much just an easy warm up, tension through your legs, like you're sitting in the middle of a big peloton just cruising along. Alright, there really isn't any great strain through your legs. It just allows for an easy spin, and the spin is at this point simply in fact 45 seconds, and now spin it up to 90, spin up to 90. So my legs now are at 90. I'm going to hold that for 15 seconds, 5 more, and then slow it down, back down to 70. So I should, of course, have started then by saying the warm-up is 45 seconds at a gear 5 at 70, which is where I'm at now. And then we just throw up a little 15-second spike. Same gear, just sort of swing your legs, get a bit of ping going for 15 seconds. So, as you saw then, I'm not looking at my cadence exact. I've deliberately left that off so that those that don't have cadence just simply follow in with me. Second split, go! Notice my leg speed then was spiked up to about 90 and back it off, go back to 70, go back to 70, nice and easy. The warm-up intensity is typically from sort of, a 50 to 60% of your max effort referring to how much oomph you can hold for 3-5 minutes at max effort. Alright, so at 50 to 60%, we really should be able to hold this all day. 5 seconds, third of 5 of these splits. Go! Leave your gear, do not touch your gear. That easy gear 5, but whip your legs up to 90. Back it off, back it off, back it off, back to 70. Nice easy, sit up, cruise along. So today's set is an enduro set. So if you did my first set, it was hill kind of repeats, back in the saddle, pressing up over the top. Today is more, again, sort of split sessions, slightly lengthier intervals, and we just focus on that, 85%, maybe 90-ish% of your effort, and sustaining that. Here comes our next split. 3, 2, 1, hit it. Legs up to 90. Remember, leave your gear. And back it off, back to 70. So again, with the resistance, as explained in session 1 there, I'm using I do have a full computerized system allowing me to change my watts via a computer. No need for me to change my gearing around, and the bike is fully fixed. I'm deliberately just using an old mag trainer here, which has me changing my gears quite simply, working my chain up and down the tree, and that'll change my resistance. And in 3, 2, 1, spike, go, legs up, 90. Heart rate slightly increases, breath rate slightly increases. And back it off. All right, next part of the warm up, I want you to take your gear up just a fraction. So I'm going to drop down my chain 1. If you're on a spin bike, a slight sort of half mil tweak to the right. If you're on a computerized system, maybe up your watts by 10 at 10 watts. We're going to go 40 seconds at a cadence of 70, which is about where I'm at now, and then 20 seconds at 90, which is where we were before. On me, on 3, 2, 1, go. So now I'm leg speed 90, or there or thereabouts. My gear is about 6 out of 10. Again, I can't hold this. You should be able to hold this forever, almost. Just slightly, a little bit more purchase. And that opening set, and back it off. Back it off. So my gear stays at 6-ish, whatever that relates to you. Okay, in terms of intensity, I have my heart rate monitor on here. I'm at 122 at the minute, beats per minute. This is relative to you. I'm only offering you up what I am, just so you get a perspective. In 5 seconds, we go again up to 90. And 2, 1, go. Don't change your gear. Just turn those legs. Notice my heel typically will be a fraction higher going over the top when I increase the speed. And that helps the leg throw and pitch over the barrel. And then back it off, back it off, back it off, back it off. All right, gear 6, about 70, and rock and roll. So 125 my heart rate. So I sort of pitched about 3 to 4 beats then when I went into that 70 to 90 cadence spike. My quite solid working heart rate's around 140, 123, something like that. Sustained, harder effort. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, don't change anything. Turn your pins over, go. Turn them over. Nice, clean, big circles, big circles. Whip them up and back them off. Okay, bring it back down to 70. Very working like all day resistance of about 6 out of 10. Welcome to the crew today. It's growing. Domestic Mick. We have a domestic. He fixes my water, gets me my towels. Slightly bigger towel next time, Mick. So far he's going okay. A few things I'm going to pick him up on though. Alright, here we go. Split, go! Pins up. 90 spin. Hips down. Spin cleanly. 3, 2, 1. And back it off. Alright, we have one more. One more to finish our warm-up phase. Then we work into the priming set, which get things Nice and ready to rock and roll into that main set. Again, just have me work you through it. Today, again, an endurance set. Kind of holding that solid effort over a period of time, minimizing the spikes, if you like, holding resistance as is, sort of thing. 3, 2, 1, whip it, hop, hop. 90. Last bit of the warm-up phase. Go with me. Remember your gear's about 6. Now when I call, you're going to increase your resistance by 1. Okay, change. Right. I am now on a resistance of 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. My legs are at 80. So, give you some perspective. I said before now, and it's all n equals 1, so we're all different. My hard 1, 2, 3 hour work racing effort would be 145-y kind of thing. So I'm at 129 on my heart rate right now. So I'm at that 70, 80-ish, slightly more than that percent of that max. And that's where I kind of want you right now. We've got 3 minutes here. We've got 3 minutes. At your gear 7, I threw my chain down the tree. Spinners, whooshka, give it a bit more. Wattage, you've gone up by, say, 20 watts, maybe 30 watts, actually 20 watts, from what you were in the warm-up. And we're all holding about 80 RPM. If you've got your cadence meter on, then you dial into 80. If you're running free of a absolute cadence meter, which I am, deliberately, then you go into about where my legs are. And you'll be just fine. Great to see Gracie joining us today. Louise, welcome, first timer. Rick's back. So we have 1 more minute of this. 76-year-old father, he's back. Got through the first stage. Didn't lose him off the back. Welcome to all my snowy friends. They're pretty good at all this, strong. And they've got domestic meat, help them out as well. Feed them, clean up all their mess. He's good domestic meat. Okay guys, in 20 seconds to 2 minutes, we're going to increase our cadence. I do not want you to touch your gearing. Leave it. No gearing, and no computerized increase in wattage. Check it out. Slight increase in leg speed. Subtle one. About 5 clicks. Now 5 more. That's all I'm after. So I'm about 85-ish on the pins. I'm going to lock that in. So, my heart rate at 135 now. So as you can see, it's sort of starting to get up to my about 85% of, Pampy's all day, pretty solid out working pace. So I'm not at my told yet, but I'm getting there. For the next minute, in 5 seconds, I want you to practice nose breathing only. Shut your mouth, nose breathing only. Now wish to take some water in your mouth and keep your mouth shut. Nasal breathing, The heart rate will slightly increase if you've got a chest strap on. Heart rate monitor. Breathe lower. Stay with me on the nasal breathing, 20 seconds. And then for 1 minute, do not change your resistance. Don't change it. So we're gonna go up another 5 clicks on the pins, 85, 90. On 5. Okay, breathe how you wish now. Go. Check them out. 90, 90, 90. My gear 7. Sweat's kicking in. Heart rate's up at 141 now. My breathing, as you can probably hear, is now working, and that's where I want you. I don't care where you are in the world, at what time of day, but if you're with me now, you're at about your 85 to 90% of your max sustainable effort. 15 seconds. Five seconds, we're going to drop at least 10 clicks in the legs. Don't change the gear. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 80 downstairs, 80 downstairs. Gear 7 out of 10. Try and reduce your heart rate if you're looking at your heart rate. Mine at 141. Focus. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hands at the front end of your bars. Your job now, in this set 2 of 3 in the priming set, try and get your heart rate down 1-2 beats. So mine's 138. So just drop 3 beats from a spin of 90 to 80. Same gear, same gear. And that's what I want from you. So you may wish to sit up a little, get some more air in, soften up the front end. Spin. 90 seconds of this. I want you to practice on my call on 5. Again, nose breathing only. As you can hear, I, as a physiologist, feel very strongly about practicing, where possible, nasal breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, nasal breathing, go. Gear still 7, pins at about 80. My tick is at 136. Nose a drop there. 6, 7 beats from that harder split. Nasal breathing, 30 seconds. Seconds. Everyone right for water. Domestic meat. Do your job. Okay. Breathing as normal. 5 seconds. And we increase your turnover by 5. Ready? Check it out. Go. 80 to 85. My heart rate starts at 136. I'll give you an indication of what he's at relative to me, about a minute. So we've got 2 minutes at this bad boy. Woo! 141. So, you know, typically I'd be indoors, have a big ass fan right in front of a melon. I don't have that cooling system here. I sort of just felt like COVID can go and get nicked. I've got to get outside. So I guess my temperature regulation's working harder than normal. 142. Try and keep me cool. The breeze is okay. The best setup, undoubtedly. Now we're in spring, even still a big fan. So the pins are at about 85. If you've got a cadence meter on, dial that in. If you haven't, sort of somehow get synced in with me, there or thereabouts. Katie, welcome. Katie from Cooma, fantastic. Couple of local mates for me. He's back. Bruce. Kingy, he's here. Okay, check this out, guys. 1 minute, biggest oomph in the prime phase. Play, 90. Twirly bird, 90. So pick your pins up. You're on this for a minute. Again, the gear remains at 7. Work it. I'm at 142 heart rate. Remember I told you my all day good solid working pace is 145, say. So I'm not far off that. But again, I can hold that, yeah? I can hold that. I'm working, but I can hold it. 20 seconds. This is an endurance set. Longer, sustainable efforts. Perhaps harder than our hill repeat set. 3, 2, 1. 8. Legs. Notice the change. Bring it back to 80. My heart rate at 143. I've got 3 minutes now. Try and hold the gearing. Do not change the purchase through my legs. I've got a couple of minutes here. Try and bring my heart rate back down just a wee bit. If you don't have a heart rate monitor, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just your effort. Perception of effort. My legs are about 80. The gear is about 7 out of 10. So about 1-2% incline. I've got a spike in here if I need it. That's where I want you. If I said hit it, you could go. You're working, but you could go. Heart rate down to 140, 139. I like to take a deep breath through my nose and exhale slowly, and then just let my breath naturally regulate. Given that you're on a spin bike, if you close your eyes, keep your legs going of course, just relax your breathing, don't change the resistance, don't change your cadence, you'll find your heart rate should drop. It should drop. Again, just a 40-minute set today. For all you rock stars, go around again if you feel this ain't enough. This is more about just the commitment through COVID to keep the same. Every day, 40 minutes, make the commitment. Want to go out for a spin, knock yourself out. Want to go for a run, do weights, add it. Your call. So we're all like you're sweating a bit now. This is when you call your domestique Mick in. Hand you your towel. Thank you, Mick. 139 in the engine for me. Take that. So 15 seconds, guys. What we're going to do is nudge up this turnover about 5 clicks. Heart rate about 3-4 beats. 2-3 beats. And ready? Hit it. Okay, so your turnover goes from about 80 to 85. Don't change your gear. Next, Mick. Keep up. Eloise is here. Jimmy, welcome. Danny, see you all with us. $142.3 for me. Notice I jumped 3-4 beats in my ticker, and that's about what I want you to experience. This is not a, as I've said before, an exact protocol. It's about us, like everyone, dialing in, doing their thing, and whatever they got. We got 50 seconds, and then you got 1 more minute at that 90, and we've got the main set, which is only 12 minutes. Not a big monster thing, but there's some go in it. Bit of fun. Let's try nasal breathing. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. Go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spin it up. 90. Go. Want to see a change? Billy, turn him over a bit quicker. Guy, a little bit sharper. Up to about 90. Big John, what are you doing? About your 70. About 7 out of 10 resistance. About 90 turnover. My heart rate is at 144, 145. Which is my quite solid working, aggressive, almost racing, aerobic, like I'm sustainable. I can obviously punch higher than this, but that's all I want. You've got 15 seconds. Work it. Work it. Okay, here comes a little rest. And that'll do us. I want you to back it off, guys, to gear 4. Right, so even easier than the warm-up. Right, this is our 1 minute rest and recovery. So spinners, turn it hard to the left. I see domestic mix, kick this chain off, whatever that I could do. This is obviously almost chainless spinning. Get your pins down to sort of 50, just bludgeon basically. All right, let me call it in, eh? We've got a 5 minute interval at 7.5 resistance. So kind of what we were before, but 5 biggies at 90. So we're working. Are you ready? Set and go. All right, give me, please, that 7 out of 10, even a fraction more. For those that are fairly well capable and fit, cycling fit at the minute, you should be a fraction heavier even than we did in the priming set. But again, not so goddamn hard. You can't punch out a 90 RPM for 5 minutes. Alright? So 34 minutes will be our next change. So, as I said, these are endurance sets. Longer, continuous intervals. Legs at about 90. My heart rate creeping up now. It dropped back down to like 120 or whatever in the recovery. 143. So here it comes. I'm getting to my, okay boys, we're on for a 20-minute solid hit. You're going to be blowing. We're at about that. Take yourself to that point. Try not to take it up either the resistance or your cadence so high that you have to bail. You got to try and pace this for the 5-minute split. Campy at 1, 4, 6, 7. So clearly I'm working now, yeah? This is our main set. That's it, Big John. Look at him go. Crushing it. Gee, domestic Mick, you have a job cleaning up this mess. Just over 31 minutes on the clock. If you have a fan, wipe your melon. $148 on my engine for your information, meaning I'm well and truly working. You know, heck, it feels good. Work with me, Chris. Even pins, yeah. My heels sort of slightly elevated to come over top. They're not bouncing in the saddle. My hips are like down and back, stabilized. 2 minutes. $150 on my heart. Just lock it in and work. Lock it in and work. You're hanging onto the front wheel. Hold it. Hold it. So I'm at 149. So that means I'm gassing. This is good gas for me. That's where I want you, with me. 76-year-old father. Dad, you just match this to your wellness, heart rate. But really, you should be going. We've got 40 seconds, guys. Work this enduring set. Work with me. Twenty seconds. Five seconds. Are you ready? Gear 4. Back your gear off, sit up. Kick your chain off. Legs at whatever. 1 minute, Gotta get the heart rate down. Breath rate, heart rate, drop. Now would be a good time to click Mick. Ask for your water. Towel down. You've got the fan. Get the water off your melon. Let the fan do its work. Just easy peasy. 20 seconds to go, 15 seconds to go. Alright, so this is our final effort for today's split. 5 minutes, same gas as we just did. Alright, you gotta go with me and let's play. Okay, gear yourself appropriately. Get those pins up to 90. Just lock it in, eh? Let's go. My heart rate went down to 131. Remember, it was at 150 at the end of the split. So I had a 20 beat drop. Again, for you, it'll be something similar. Now we're gonna let it climb back up again. And here she comes. 136.7. Pins up at 90. Gear about 7.5 out of 10. So, you know, good solid 2-3%er with a 90 click. 143 on my heart rate. See how it's increasing. 1 minute down, 4 to go. Play. Again, this is that person at the front of the line. You hear a clink clank, they go, and you've got to hang on. Now, I don't want you completely blowing the doors off here, but you're working. We are working to hold that knucklehead up the front. Mick could be up at the back, of course. 148 from me. So I'm kind of locking in now to that. Over my aerobic threshold, but below my anaerobic threshold. 8, 2 down, 3 to go. Come on, Hamo. You should be the big daddy here. Big freaking legs on you. Look at you. 58 tooth front ring. The big unit. Welcome, Bradley. And he won't beat him. Work with me, guys, halfway through the split. I'm at 148.49, so I am on. Come on, lock it in. 90 pins. Good solid purchase on the legs. Resistance. Don't bump around. Just lock it in and go. 2 to go. Come on. Back end. Hold the wheel. Hold the wheel. 150 for me. Tomorrow's intervals. So bloody get your recovery. 90 seconds. Keep it clean. Come on, Dad. 76 years of age. Keep Hamo honest. Right, so it was a minute ago. Some of you want to sort of back off the gas. Don't. See it through. 50 seconds. 51. Heels up over the top. Nice recovery of the foot dragging through 6 o'clock, the bottom of the stroke. Using the hip flex a bit to pick it up at the back so I can punch through the chocolate wheel at the top. 15. Come on, Daz. Pick it up. All right, and play ball. All right, work with me 1 minute. Kick your chain off, kick your chain off. Resistance, nothing on the brake wheel, the drive wheel. Watch should be at like 100, or just turn it off. Just virtually freewheeling. Got to do this minute, guys. I'm going to finish the video in 30 seconds, which will conclude today's set. Given that we just pitched our heart rate a little bit high at the end there, I want you all to do another minute or two. Easy spin down, loads of the water in you. Quick stretch before you hit the tub. And then I'm going to bring in Domestic Mick to clean up my mess here. And 4, 3, 2, see you tomorrow for intervals. Thanks.